My name is Haruto Katsuragi. I'm 26 years old, and I was at the business hotel close to the station that I regularly use when on my business trip when I coincidentally… Huh? Nanami-san? Ran into someone very nostalgic.
Huh? Katsuragi-kun.
It's been so long. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing great, thanks for asking. So, you're still using this business hotel on your trips, are you?
Yeah, I'm used to it. And it's super convenient, you know? I used to work at a designer's office up until about 2 years ago, and Nanami-san really took care of me when I used to work with her. She's a year above me and has been in the business for longer than I have. I quit my old job and became independent, but I used to come to this hotel often when I used to go on business trips before too. I didn't realize that I would ever run into Nanami-san again here, but… Are you already done with your work for the day, ma'am?
Yeah, I am. What about you, Katsuragi-kun?
No, I'm all done. Would you like to grab a drink and catch up?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'd love to hear about how things have been for you after you became independent.
My old company had a female CEO and about 13 employees. It wasn't too big, but the quality was very high and everyone in the field knew that our work was top-notch. A lot of advertisement companies came to us for their projects. I thought that I was very lucky to be able to get into a company like that, but the female CEO turned out to be very standoffish, so I wasn't able to deal with her. I decided to go independent because of that. Has the CEO changed at all, or is she the same old?
Yeah, if anything, I think she might have gotten worse after you quit. I really wish I jumped ship sooner, like you too.
Huh? You want to quit too, Nanami-san? But wait a second, weren't you engaged to Aiji-san, the department manager? Is he still working there, or?
Yeah, he's still there. I actually called off the engagement.
Huh? But you two seem to get along perfectly well.
I think it was shortly after you actually left the office. We're complete strangers at this point.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened?
Katsuragi-kun, do you remember how when you worked with us, the CEO wouldn't actually give you any fair evaluations or credit? You couldn't even figure out exactly why before you quit and left, right? I actually was confused as to why you weren't getting the credit you deserved too, because you had incredible taste and the skills were definitely there to back you up. And that's why after you quit your job, I just couldn't help but go digging a little bit. I went through all of the data and contracts that you have been a part of since starting at the company. That's when I found out that a lot of the designs that you made were being changed, and someone else was taking all of the credit instead of you. Someone was changing the evaluations as well. If it was Eiji-san, the department manager.
But I really liked and respected Aiji-san when I was at the company. Every time I wasn't able to get a good report from the CEO, he would come to me and make sure that I would be cheered up.
You'll get the credit you deserve next time, so don't worry. I'm definitely here, watching you work your hardest, so don't let her get to you.
Those were his words to me.
I couldn't believe it either. I thought that someone might be trying to frame him or something so that it would make him look bad. Then they could go after his position as the department manager or something. So I decided to just ask him directly. We were dating at the time, so I thought that if there was some kind of mistake, then I wanted to make sure I could help out, but…
It's not a mistake.
Huh?
I just don't want you to make the mistake of thinking that this was just a random thing that I chose to do. It was absolutely necessary, and I don't regret it at all.
Huh? What do you mean?
If he gets the credit he deserves for his work, then the whole office is going to be out of whack. Everyone has their place, and that's how things should be to maintain peace. That's why I decided to just take some of his credit and make sure he could get the evaluations that were fitting for someone of his position.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm saying it will make me look very bad as department manager if my damned new grad employee was somehow getting better work and better reviews than me, right? You wouldn't want me to get knocked down a few rungs since we're gonna get married soon, right? Don't you want that extra pay?
I don't understand. You really took someone's credit for some horrible selfish reasons like that? I don't believe it. You haven't been taking my credit too, have you?
So what if I have? I don't believe it.
Yeah, I know, it's hard to believe. But that's not the only thing that surprised me. There's more. Right when I wasn't sure what to do, the person that taught me when I just started had quit her position when it was still my first year of working. I happened to actually run into her again, and I talked to her about it, but... So yeah, Aji-san really just surprised me and caught me off guard with what he said.
I don't know how to put this, Nanami-chan, but, Eiji-kun used to go out with the CEO a little while ago. I started working at around the same time as Eiji-kun, but about half a year after we started work there, they started acting sketchy. Then I happened to run into something at work that was definitely not excusable.
Wait, the CEO is married though, isn't she? She's got a husband?
Yeah, so he's her lover. Eiji-kun is a good-looking guy. I have a feeling that he was able to get to his position as department manager because of the CEO too. I think if they had broken up, then the CEO would probably chase him out of the company. And if the two of them are still there and in their old positions, I think their relationship is still ongoing.
You and I both know that Aji-kun doesn't have the best flavor when it comes to designing advertisement promotions. His skill level doesn't match the speed at which he's moving forward in the promotions. I knew as soon as he asked me out and we started dating that something was strange. I just didn't realize that the rabbit hole was that deep. And then after that, I went up to him and questioned him about it. He turned to me and just told me that everything that I heard was true. He was more annoyed that I was asking him about it than me actually finding out. I don't think there was a single ounce of guilt in the way he was acting. Then we called off the wedding and he paid for the damages, but now I'm having a really tough time in the office.
I guess they're trying to chase you out because you know about the affair, is that it?
Yeah, the CEO is the CEO after all, and Aji-san takes all of the credit for my work. So there's literally no real good reason for me to continue working there. I think I'm going to just tell everyone everything before quitting. Oh, I'm sorry. I know it's been so long since we've met, and I'm over here yammering on about how horrible my ex is.
Oh, it's totally fine. But seriously, I totally understand how you feel about wanting to just quit after telling everyone about what is going on. But I think that doing that won't change anything. The CEO isn't going to just roll over, and Aiji-san is definitely not going to regret what he's done either.
I mean, yeah, maybe you're right, but...
I have something that's much more meaningful. A more efficient way to fight back. Would you be interested?
Huh?
I invited her to work at my company. Because we were able to secure an excellent employee, our company's sales skyrocketed, and we were on the up and up. I used to do enough work at my previous job to where the department manager could actually take my credit, but Nanami-san was someone who could work much more than me. It was interesting because our company's growth had an inverse relationship with our old company, as our name spread and became more known in the field. Bad rumors started to spread about our old company. The only person that I really felt was a skilled employee at the office was Nanami-san, and the fact that she's not around anymore meant that they had suffered a tremendous loss of their workforce. However, more and more advertisement firms began cutting off contracts with them because rumor had it that the old company was cutting corners and skimping out on their projects. Hello, yes, this is him. Yes, of course, ma'am. We'll absolutely take you on that project. Nanami-san, Sekai No Fushigi Corporation wants to open a contract with us.
That's amazing. It's hilarious that a lot of our old clients are coming straight towards your new company. I guess I can't really blame them.
Yeah, I'm definitely blessed with our hardworking employees and good connections. Most of the clients that were breaking off contracts with my old company needed a new source for their work. That's why I targeted known associates to draw them towards us. Thanks to that, we were able to secure many big-time contracts, and word of our new company spread far and wide throughout the industry.
Katsuragi-kun.
Huh? Oh, you're...
It's been a minute, hasn't it? I guess I should refer to you as a CEO now, huh?
I can't believe I'd run into my old CEO. Something tells me I don't think this is a coincidence.
Katsuragi-kun, would it be alright if I have a word with you? Just the two of us? It seems like your business is going well, but I know that as a fellow business owner, it's pretty tough, isn't it? You can work day in and day out, but the employees don't really understand the struggles that we go through to keep the company going. You're doing things for the greater good of everyone, and they complain about us. I'm just so tired of all that, you know? I don't think that I can run the company all on my own anymore. I was just feeling the limits of my capabilities as a business owner. Hey, Katsuragi-kun. How do you feel about my company merging with your company to create an even better version of both of our companies? We can both work together to operate them.
No, thank you.
Huh? You don't have to turn me down so quickly like that. You should at least think about it a little bit more, but since this is a huge business proposition. I want you to really put some thought into it.
I don't want to. There's not a chance in the world that I'm going to be business partners with the likes of you, ma'am.
Your workplace doesn't value good employees? I don't want my offices to be one such that creators aren't valued for their work. I know for a fact that if I start working with you, then our company will go under. As a business owner, that is not acceptable. Wait, you don't have to push me that much. Okay, fine. If you don't want to run the business jointly, then you can outsource to us. So how about you toss some of that juicy business our way, huh? You must be aware of how our company is in a world of trouble, right? Please, I'm begging you, save us. Me.
No, we want to ensure our clients' perfect quality, so we would not be subcontracting or outsourcing to your company.
Ugh. What the hell? You have completely forgotten that I hired you as a new grad and gave you a chance to grow as a designer.
You didn't value me as a new employee, even though I worked tooth and nail for your company. You never gave me the proper evaluation, and you gave me the middle finger while you let your lover take credit for my work. I don't see any reason to be thankful for that. I don't have any time for this going forward, so let me be perfectly clear with you. I have no intention of ever working with your company at any point in time. I would sooner go under than work with the likes of you and yours. I figured that the old company would go under. I was a new hire, and I could tell that there wasn't a chance that this company was going to stay afloat for much longer. Because of that company being in trouble, Nanami-san's ex, Aiji-san, was calling her, crying and begging for her to help him and to get back together. Nanami-san was angrier than I'd ever seen.
I told him that people who are scheming and cheating are my least favorite person, but he won't stop calling me at all. Freaking piece of... I blocked his phone and he still keeps attempting to call me with different numbers. If he keeps going, I think I'm going to go to the police to report him.
How about you try telling him that you're dating me?
Huh? What are you talking about? We're not even dating.
Yeah, but I figured if you tell him that, then maybe he'd give up, you know? Sorry, I guess that wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, you shouldn't be lying about things like that. I mean, maybe if it wasn't a lie and we were actually going out, you know?
So then, how about we go out for real? Nanami-san unblocked Aiji-san's number only to answer his phone call and tell him that they were now dating. Aiji-san's number only to answer his phone call and tell him that they were now dating. After that, Aiji-san stopped calling her completely, and everything has been peaceful since. The old company was trying its best to stay afloat, but it quietly closed its doors within 2 years of having that conversation. I don't really know what the ex-CEO and ex-department manager are up to now, but I'm pretty sure neither of them are working in the same field that they were before. I currently have a very fulfilling work and private life with Nanami-san. We learned what it was like for people who were only obsessed with their own personal gain, and figured that that was not how you're supposed to run things. I think I'm gonna work hard honestly from now on.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications.